So we made another trip to Princess Auto. Picked up this manual tire changer on sale for 60 bucks. So can't go wrong for 60 bucks. I've seen lots of mixed reviews online about it, but I figured for that price we'd give it a try and we'll see what it can do. So I'm going to open up the box, have a look inside and see what we got. So it looks like a fairly straightforward design. Putting it together should be pretty easy. Basically this is the base, so I'll have this, and these two pieces go here. And this pedestal here just gets mounted on there. So first step is going to be bolting this thing down, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Got the base set up, so the next thing will be the bead breaker. So it looks like it's pretty straightforward. You get this pipe here, which just gets fitted in here with that pin, and then you use the second pin that's on the bottom there, and it attaches this piece onto that pipe. So that's what I'm going to do next. Go. So I got the tire machine all put together and mounted. They're meant to be mounted to the floor or mounted into concrete, but I kind of wanted it to be a little more portable than that. So what I did is I built this wooden base out of 2x4s, bolted them together, and used metal plates on the top and bottom just to kind of add some strength. So I'm going to give it a test now. I'm going to try taking the tire off my rim here. It's a 16-inch. These are my winter tires. I just have a screw in it right now, so I'm going to try fixing the flat tire next. So I've let all the air out of the tire. Next step is now going to be to break the bead. So pretty well you stick the tire in there and get it all set up, and then just push down on this and it should bust it open. Alright, so I think I got this thing figured out now. So I got the tire, or the rim, mounted on here. So pretty well. This is what it looks like from the top. There's this piece of metal, almost like a pin sticking out, that I'm assuming goes through where the stud hole is. That'll keep it from spinning. And now I got the tire all lubed up, so that should make things a little easier. Now I'm going to try taking the tire off the rim. So I got the tire off the rim. It wasn't too bad of a job once you get the hang of it, but I noticed that it did scratch up the rim a little bit. You can see here, and here it got it really bad. So I think next time I do it, I'm going to flip the rim upside down, and then that way it won't have any contact with the face of the rim, and then it shouldn't scratch anything. And so what I'm going to do now is patch the tire and then try installing it. So what I'm going to do now is make sure that the rim is good and clean on the seat where the bead is going to rest. You just want to make sure that it's good and clean so that it gets a good seal on there. So I just have my my soap water that I was using for removing the tire. I'm just going to spray it with that and make sure that it's nice and smooth. Got the bead of the tire all cleaned up too, so now let's see if I can install this thing. All lubed up. Go. Alright, so I got my tire pressure where I want it to be, so now I'm going to take the soapy water and just kind of spray over the bead just to check for any bubbles, just to make sure that it's not leaking. And then I'll also spray it over where I put the patch, just to make sure that that's not leaking too. See any bubbles there? Everything looks good up here, so I think we're sealed and we're good to go. So I think the machine turned out pretty good. I mean, considering what we paid for it was only 60 bucks. It took the tire off and put it back on, so it did what it's supposed to do. This tire was a 205 60/16. Apparently the machine can only do up to a 16-inch rim, but I don't understand why. I want to try doing a 17 or an 18 yet and see if that works. Lower profile tires might be a little more difficult. This one being a 60 series wasn't too bad, but for the Supra we're going to need to try some low pro tires and see if we can make it work there. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I mean, only complaint I would have is that it scratched the rims up, but that's kind of my fault. I just kept going. But I think if I flip the rim upside down on the machine, then we won't have any problems. So, yeah, that's about all I got on it.